Now for centuries, if you ask anybody what is their most favourite flower, every single time the answer is the rose. So I've decided to bring some roses for today's floral tip, and it's the beautiful soft pink rose. Again, it's in the lighter category when it comes to the colour wheel, which means I need to glove up. So I'm just going to put my latex gloves on. That's going to prevent any discoloration of the petals because it's a light colour. Now, if it was a red rose, I wouldn't be doing this. So let's put our gloves on. Make sure your hands are dry, because if they're not, it would be very, very difficult getting your gloves on. So, oh, they're still difficult to get on. Come on. Almost there. Okay, ready. Okay, so I've got 10 stems of beautiful soft pink roses, and if you can look in closely, a lot of the time when your roses are purchased from a grower or even at the flower market, and again at a local florist, you can see some bruising on the first 3 or 5 petals of the rose, and I'll get to that very shortly about how we groom a rose. So as you can see there, it's got really, really hairy legs, and we're going to fix that very shortly. So I'm just going to cut through the elastic band that's on the stems like that. I'm going to rest them on the table. I'm going to introduce you to a tool that every single household, I believe, should have, and it is a rose stripper. Now they come in very different looks, so that's one look. The second look is this one. They look dangerous, don't they? And the third look is this, and it fits nicely into your palm like that, and I'll demonstrate how that's used right now actually. So I'm going to hold with my left hand the rose, and I'm going to gently press onto the stem. Keep it quite firm, because I'm going to now take all the unnecessary leaves off the stem. So I'm just going to rest my rose stripper onto the stem like that, holding with my left hand the stem of the rose like that, and I'm going to go down in motion onto the stem, and that's now removed the unwanted stems on this thorny rose. I'll demonstrate that again. So I'm going to hold it again around here. I don't want this layer of leaf and the following one right beside it. I'm going to remove those. I'm going to hold on to that, make sure it's a really tight grip, and voila, it's off. How good is that? Now I'm going to demonstrate that again using another style of rose stripper. So notice you've got teeth on that side but not on the back. Now the teeth needs to be facing the ceiling, okay? So that's how you hold it. Again, I'm going to hold my rose. I'll get a hairy one. Make sure I get a hairy one. That's a really hairy one, look at that. So I'm going to then hold on to that. I'm holding firmly at the top, and then I'm going to go down in motion. And that's taken all the thorns off and the unnecessary leaves, because remember what I said to you earlier in my other tips of the day, no hairy legs in the water. So it's a big no-no to have this floating around in your vase in the water, okay? Now, my final demonstration with the third tool of a rose stripper, this is quite different. It's steel, so instead of facing the ceiling, I'm going to be facing down. So holding onto that, and that's going to come off easily like that. Every single household must have a rose stripper. Just makes your job a lot more enjoyable and a lot more easier. Now moving on to grooming a rose. This is how you groom a rose. So notice that it's stained. So I'm going to take one petal off. Oh, I love it when it clicks. Second click. I'm just going to take the bottom bit off. That's my third click. That's my fourth click. And because it's a female, I'm going to cut the stem on an angle just like that, and smell it from a distance. Don't bury your nose into it. Remember, the tips of your nose contain oil depositories. In contact with a lighter cut flower, it's going then to stain it over time. So, and just like that, that's how you present a beautiful, gorgeous looking rose. So I'm just going to add the other 3 that I've cleaned up like that. Now, if you didn't want to groom your roses outside the vase like I did with the first and now the second, you could also do that in the vase. It's just that easy. Any sign of damage or spoilage needs to be removed, because if it's not, it is then releasing the gas ethylene, which I call farting in order to be funny. And once that is removed, you are then guaranteed to enjoy your flowers for more days, and hopefully they can last more than 1 week. On that note, I hope you've enjoyed today's tip.